welcome to YTA News with Paul McDonald. Breaking news, there's war and unrest breaking out in the wastelands. So we're going to go straight over to our field agent, Ronald White. Over to you, Ronald.
Hi Paul, yes we are out in the wasteland at the moment. Tensions are getting very high. You can hear behind me and around me gunshots and explosions. The war has started, people are in disarray. There has been rumours of the nuclear bomb explosion going off, so I think it's time we need to get into shelter. There's still explosions going off all around us and it seems to be getting a bit closer, so back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ronald. So, as you can see, war is breaking out in the wastelands. This is between three factions: the law enforcers Fedra, the terrorists also known as the Fireflies, and the bandits known as the Disruptors. There has been several videos issued both by the Fireflies and Fedra, to which we have decided not to publicise due to impartiality. However, you, the Wastelanders, have been sending in your home videos, which we would like to share with you now. Truly shocking. So, we have put together some helpful tips and some information to help you get yourself through and survive this civil unrest. Firstly, your bottle caps. As you know, these are known as your currency and have been for a very long time, since the Great War. All bottle caps are all different colours and whatnot, but they are all of the same value. We also have Trump dollars. As you know, again, Trump dollars survived the Civil War, and we all know who caused it, don't we, Mr. Trump? So the Trump dollars are worth 10 of your bottle caps. 30 Trump dollars is worth a gemstone. Your gemstones come in all different colours, shapes and sizes, but they all have the same value of 30 notes. Your currency will obviously buy you any survival items that you need with our trader and other people out there which you can trade and barter with at your leisure. You will also find tokens. So you have magazine tokens, pyro tokens, water tokens and launcher tokens. Magazine tokens. These magazine tokens can be found around the field and they can also be bought and traded for. These magazine tokens can be taken back to your general, to which then you can trade them for one magazine. So then you can carry an extra magazine on your person. Pyro tokens. The exact same as the magazine tokens. If you find or purchase a pyro token, you can take it back to your general and he will allow you to exchange it for one piece of pyro, to which you can use at your leisure when you are maybe raiding, looting or fighting with other enemies. So guys, water. Water is a very important commodity and obviously it keeps your base alive. Dotted around the field and with several members of our team, you will find with the trader, maybe the wise man, and several other people, you may find water, to which they will hand out to you as a reward, or you can purchase it definitely with the trader. And also dotted around the field there will be water tokens. Again, they may be given a reward or they may be in a loot pod. These water tokens are slightly different, so they can only be redeemed with the shaman herself. So you will take your water token to the shaman and she will give you a bottle of water in exchange for that token. Launcher tokens. Okay, so these are quite special tokens. If you have a launcher token, this means that you can attack an enemy base. You can only attack enemy bases if A, you have a piece of C4, B, if you have a launcher, which is traded in for your launcher token with your general, or C, if that camp is suffering and the lights go out. Speaking of the lights going out, you need fuel to keep your generator and lights lit with your camp. Fuel again can be found around the fields, discarded by other players, and also it can be found to be purchased with the trader and several other people. Fuel will last, each can of fuel will last 20 minutes in your generator, so again make sure you have enough fuel to survive the day. Stim packs. So these are very important. Obviously it's dangerous out there, as you've just seen from Ronald. Stim packs look like this. You will obviously have 3 medics on your team to start with who will be carrying stim packs, so keep them close because they're the ones that will be able to medic you in the field. So if you would require more stim packs, again you can purchase them and find them lying around where they've been discarded from other people. Once you have found a stim pack, you become a medic and you need to keep that on you at all times. You can medic the same person twice in the field, but once they've been medic twice, unfortunately that player has died and will need to return to their base, to their general, to be revived. Once they've returned to base and their general and been revived, they can come back out into the field. So make sure that you either have a stim pack on you or you are very close to somebody with one, otherwise you'll find yourself returning to base very often. A few added things that you need to know about your stim packs. So if you require a medic to revive you or heal you with your stim pack, with their stim pack, you will be calling out for a medic or shouting out, does anybody have a stim pack? Player down, all that kind of thing. Now instead of a normal airsoft game and wanting to stand there and put your hand in the air, we will ask you to take a knee or sit on the ground or maybe stumble off because you are only wounded to a safe place, a safe area within your local vicinity. You have a 2-minute bleed out time, so this basically means while you're calling for somebody with a stim pack, if nobody gets to you within 2 minutes, that means you are dead. You are bled out and you have died, and you must return to base to be revived. When being medicked with a stim pack, you must hold the player that you are medicing for 10 seconds for that player to be revived. If you are shot while you are medicing the other player, then you are both dead and you will both need to be revived via the stim pack. To repeat, after 2 hits, you have been medicked twice, you are then dead on your 3rd hit and must return to base to respawn. What else do we have here? These are loot pods. You will find loot pods laying around everywhere that have been dropped by people in days gone by, dead people, all that kind of thing, and you can find loot pods all over the field, and inside those loot pods you will find an array of items dependent upon which pod it is and what you have found. These loot pods must be kept on you at all times. So you put them in a magazine pouch, maybe slip them into an M4 pouch, something like that, and keep it on you at all times. You can remove and move the items around, but all your items must be kept in a loot pod. So you could have maybe all your caps in one, you could have your stim pack in one if you wanted, and then your tokens in another, and your gems in another, but all your items must be in that pod, and you cannot hide items on your person. So what happens if you're wounded, you've been shot, you're calling for a medic with a stim pack, and you're basically bleeding out, you're waiting for a medic, and an enemy player comes up to you and catches you. At that point they have 2 options. They can ask you to show what you have in your loot pods, and once you show them and display them, they can take 1 item from your loot pods. Any item they desire, but they can take that, and again you must not hide any items from them. They can take any item they want. What happens if they want to take you hostage? So they can take you hostage if they find you and they feel that they can safely get you back to their base. They'll take you hostage, take you back to their base, to which you will be executed. Once executed, all your loot pods must be surrendered with all your loot containing them. You are dead, you are a dead player, and they have taken everything. Then you will return to your base and come back into the game once you've returned to your base to be revived. So, there will be 8 vendors out in the field. You've met the majority of them via YouTube, and as mentioned before, the 2 organisations, Fedra and Fireflies, have put out little videos which you can see over there. You must interact with these 8 vendors. They can provide you with little missions to which they will require items or intel, etc., and they will provide you very important intel for yourselves to survive till the end of the day and to make it into the bunkers. So again, ammo people, so you will get magazine tokens to be able to carry more magazines with yourselves, and each magazine can be filled with ammo. However, you cannot carry that ammo on your person while you're out in the field. All your ammo must be left at base. The only way you can refill your magazines, regenerate with ammo, whatever you want to call it, you need to go back to base to do this. So obviously use your ammo sparingly and wisely. You only need to come into conflict with people when you are trying to complete missions or defending your base. The rest is intel gathering and scouting of the field. So cheating, this plays a major role in this game as it has in all other Halloween games, and also it does in Airsoft, but particularly with our special events. All our marshals will be out in the field playing roles themselves, so we do require you guys to play very, very honestly. So when you're hit, please take the hit. Like I said, you get 2 medics and you can always revive yourself at base, maybe grab a drink of water or what have you and take a little break. But we do ask for no cheating whatsoever. This is also included with your magazine refills and trying to carry too many magazines on you. The generals will be at the bases and obviously checking this and making sure that you are carrying the right amount of equipment and not cheating, but we ask you to take all the hits, whether you just hear it, whether you feel it, whether you think it's just brushed past you or ricocheted. Please everybody play very fairly. So the aim of the game, you are basically, as we've said before, gathering intel, speaking to the locals, moving around the field, performing different missions, side missions, etc., to gain as much intel as you possibly can to achieve receiving codes for the nuclear bunkers. Once you've received all the code numbers, then these code numbers will need to be deciphered and you will need to make your way to the bunkers to survive the night and the next 25 years of nuclear fallout. The disruptors are the natives in the land. They have already found all the equipment and all the supplies they need. The nuclear bunkers are theirs, and they are out to stop both Fedra and Fireflies from gathering enough information to find out their codes for their bunkers. So they will be there acting and disrupting basically your play and trying to stop you from taking over their bunkers. The Fireflies and Fedra, exactly the opposite. You guys are basically trying to gain all this intel and gain the information and keep your people safe in the bunkers. You will both comprise of 18 infantrymen, 3 treasurers, 3 navigators and 3 researchers. You will decide this on the morning or prior to this in your groups via Facebook. So just to repeat, the infantrymen will start with fewer caps but 2 magazines. The treasurer will start with more caps but only 1 magazine. The navigator will start with a map and only 1 magazine. And the researcher will start with 1 magazine and a radio. Speaking of radios, So each team will have 3 researchers, 3 radios in direct communication with base and their general. Their general will issue any information he receives through the game, either via you, the players, or via our marshal team who are already playing an active role. Vice versa, we ask you guys, once you've found out any information, to radio back to base camp, to your general, and let him know what information you have found so he can put it back out there to all teams. So you don't have to keep returning to base to find out more information. You can receive that over the radio. So guys, any questions, please put them in via Facebook. If you're not already on our Facebook groups and you need any more information, please get yourselves on there now so you can check out all the information that we've been sending out over the last few weeks. So online waivers, we've asked everybody to sign an online waiver prior to arrival. This is to speed up your day and to speed up the gameplay. So please, if you haven't already done one, please do so now. Also on arrival, please arrive promptly, to which you will receive a short brief safety brief with everything detailed in there. You will be teamed up and you will be sent out to play. Again guys, no cheating. This game will only work if you don't cheat, and we'll appreciate all feedback afterwards. So that's good night from me, Paul McDonald, and to Ronald White, stay safe, good night.